Coming up, Loyola's College of Arts and Sciences non-tenure faculty plan to strike this May Day.
Plus, an exciting week ahead with commencement week right around the corner. I'm Chris Gloff.
And I'm Arianna Spruille.
All that and so much more on Rambler Roundup.
We're at the final stretch of finals week with many exciting events ahead. Commencement week begins Monday, and graduates will be crossing the stage before we know it.
However, this finals week is causing some uncertainty ahead of the ceremony.
Non-tenure faculty in the College of Arts and Sciences announced that they plan to strike on Friday, May 1st. After 37 bargaining sessions, the university and SEIU, Local 73, the union representing non-tenure track full and part-time faculty, could not come into agreement. The university says they have offered a fair and comprehensive offer that would deliver an immediate pay increase, workload relief, and improved parental benefits. This response comes after Loyola Union faculty and students organized to rally in support last Tuesday. A message from Provost Douglas W. Woods says our obligation right now at the end of the semester is for students for their finals, grades, and graduations. We respect the right to collective action, but we are disappointed that union leadership chose to create unnecessary and irresponsible risks to students' academic progress at a critical academic moment. Students enrolled in CAS classes should still attend their final exams on Friday as scheduled. Students with questions can email casloyola@luc.edu.
While the end of the semester may look a little different, seniors nonetheless are experiencing a variety of emotions. Marissa Wilson was able to speak with some students ahead of commencement. Marissa, how are they feeling?
Hey, Chris. With graduation right around the corner, it is an emotional time.
Flowers are in bloom to mark the coming of summer. But for seniors, it also marks the end of their time at Loyola. To reminisce on the wonderful times Loyola has offered, we asked some seniors to share their favorite photo from Loyola.
Mine is actually of the Water Tower campus. This was, I think, fall of my sophomore year, and it was raining, and I was just coming out of my stats class that ended at 4 p.m., and I was kind of really bummed because the weather was bad, but then I saw how pretty it was, and yeah, I just really love downtown and the Water Tower campus and my time at Quinlan School of Business.
This is my favorite photo because this is my friend group from my freshman year that I met in Mertz, and we've been best friends ever since, and it's crazy that we're graduating. But yeah, this is us visiting one of my friends, Sam, in Colorado. We got to meet his family and everything, but I think that's one of the beauties of being from Loyola and having a smaller campus and smaller class sizes is you can make these really deep interpersonal connections that I hope to last a lifetime.
Here's my photo. This is the club basketball team that I'm a part of on campus, and it's been a really awesome time. That was taken recently. At our last term, we went to Madison, and that was like our national tournament, and it did not end too well. But we ended up going to it was some parents' cabin on the water, and we went there right after, and that was really sweet. It was someone's parents got us some pizza, and we just hung out, and that would be a good memory.
It's this one I took after Mass. I was walking out, and it was a full moon that night, and completely clear in the sky. So I took a photo over the lake from the chapel. I'm part of the 9 o'clock choir, so I'm there every Sunday singing.
As seniors finish the last of their finals this week, they reminisce on the past and look hopefully to the future. For the last time, this is Marissa Wilson with Rambler Roundup.
Thanks, Marissa. This semester, tragedy struck the Loyola community as Sheridan Gorman was murdered just off our campus. Birchard Allen brings us an update to the trial of the alleged shooter.
It has been a little over a month now since the tragic death of Sheridan Gorman, who was a freshman here at Loyola Chicago, and accountability has still not been provided to the parents or the Loyola community about why the suspect was out on the street despite a previous arrest. Her parents both spoke to CBS publicly for the first time just last week, describing their daughter's death as a preventable murder. The suspect, Jose Medina, has not entered a plea deal yet, but is set to be arraigned today. Gorman's parents do not want Sheridan's death to be about politics, but they still want answers and accountability. Medina has already been charged with first-degree murder and several weapons charges in connection to the shooting, but he is now facing a federal gun charge in addition to the state charges. He remains in custody without bond. This is a new charge carrying a sentence of minimum 10 years in federal prison. A GoFundMe page has started since the day after the shooting, to create a scholarship in Gorman's name and has raised over $215,000. As the legal process continues, many in the Loyola community are still waiting for clarity and closure in the weeks ahead. From Rambler Roundup, I'm Birchard Allen.
After the break, the Bears are nearing the end to make a decision on where they will build their new home.
We'll be right back.
The mission of Aaron's Farm is to rescue animals and educate through their stories. Now, we want to reach as many kids as we can through the animal stories, through their friendships, to show that they're like us. Back to when I was a kid, I was obsessed with animals and would have died to be taken to a show like this. Take a look at him. First of all, you'll notice that he's got sharp claws because he's climbing up on me and they're so sharp. I think this farm is different from other educational farms or places around because we're not like a petting zoo. It's a hands-on science class, which you're not getting in a petting zoo type environment. My dream was to work with children and animals, and I was able to make that dream come true. And I want that for all these kids. I want their dreams to come true too.
Aaron's Farm. Rescue, sanctuary, advocacy. To find out more about Aaron's Farm and how to schedule a visit, go to aaronsfarm.net or connect on Facebook at Aaron's Farm 1.
Earlier this year, the Bears announced they were looking to build in Indiana if Illinois legislators wouldn't accept their requests.
While deciding between the locations, Bears president and CEO Kevin Warren is hopeful that they'll have a decision soon. Joe Mangold has the latest developments.
Hey Arianna, yeah, I had the chance to go over to Soldier Field while the stadium sits there untouched in the midst of all the rumors and legal meetings. The Bears have been in Soldier Field since 1971, but due to having more fans and needing more money, along with the fact that many NFL teams have new and more modern stadiums, the Bears plan on going to Arlington Heights in Illinois and purchase the old racetrack in 2023. However, due to blockage and tax issues, their plans shifted to Hammond, Indiana, where they would get the tax breaks they're searching for. Illinois finally made progress to try and prevent the Bears from going to Indiana, and after a 78-32 vote, the Illinois House of Representatives passed the bill that could help the Chicago Bears relocate to Arlington Heights and build a new stadium. This bill is the Mega Project Bill. Fans across social media have had a lot of feelings towards the situation, and one of our very own Loyola students and longtime Bears fan, Robert Youngneck, has his own feeling on the matter.
Honestly, I'm okay. Personally, just like with Arlington Heights, the main reason is because I want them to stay in Illinois. So, you know, the Indiana thing, kind of dreading it, not really excited for that. And yeah, overall, hope they stay in Chicago, but I understand if they can't.
Soldier Field will remain even without having the Bears, and the city will need to find a new use for the eventually empty stadium. This is a situation where it does not just affect a team and its staff, but the workers, fans, and families who support the team no matter what. The Illinois Senate now has to decide if they want to keep the Bears in Illinois or if they want to lose them to Indiana. From Rambler Roundup, this is Joe Mangold, signing off.
Thanks, Joe. Every semester, students gather together for a breakfast-style dinner to take a break from finals. Reporter Aaliyah Solano has more on this Loyola tradition.
Loyola University Chicago held its annual finals breakfast event at the Damon Student Center from 7 to 10 p.m. The event provides students with a chance to take a break from their studies. Attendees can enjoy breakfast in the Damon Dining Hall, participate in games in the NPR, assemble DIY care kits in the den, and have fun singing karaoke in the Irelands. The sold-out mixer featured a variety of pastries, drinks, and breakfast snacks for students to savor.
Yeah, I feel like we need this all the time. It brings people together, good food, good company. What more can you ask for?
1,806 students registered, and while many were eager to grab a bite, most were there to socialize. Students mingled and reconnected one last time before summer break.
I think it's that social atmosphere that people are missing during finals week. A lot of times people are stuck in classrooms, they're stuck in the IC, they're stuck in the library, and now they get to eat food with their friends, enjoy themselves, and relax for a second, forget that they have finals for a second, and then go back to work later. But it's just a good time to relax, detox basically. I think that's the most important thing about this.
For Rambler Roundup, I'm Aaliyah Solano.
We'll be right back after the break.
Abandoned and lost. From the dark, cold streets of the city to a cage in the local shelter, to heaven, your lap.
As the semester comes to a close, Loyola's performers got to showcase their semester's work. Loyola's dance program held their biannual performances this past weekend. Friends and family of the dancers gathered in Newhart Theater on Friday to watch the routines learned in each dance class over the semester, and on Saturday to watch the routines choreographed by students.
Special because it's about the community we build together. It brings people into this shared space where it's not about perfection, it's about growth, connection, and honoring the art itself.
Wrapping the season up for Loyola sports, club, and intramural teams, Birchard Allen met with intramural soccer for one final kickoff.
Looking for something to do on campus or try something new? Loyola Chicago has numerous intramural sports leagues that you can participate in. Anyone is eligible to play as long as you are a Loyola student. Some of these sports include outdoor soccer, indoor soccer, basketball, flag football, volleyball, and so much more. I had the chance to speak with Enzo Bellini and Victor Perrelate, who both play intramural soccer and have had experience competing in other intramural sports on campus.
It's a good time. It's just good to get out here. I've also did the intramural basketball and the intramural football. I think the intramural sports in general, it's just good to be active, make some friends. I play because I love football, I play on the club team as well. I recommend anybody who is interested in playing soccer to try out. And yeah, I love getting out here and having some exercise. Absolutely, it's the most fun. You'll make good friends, connect as a team, and it's just a great time.
On top of getting some exercise, a big factor in intramural sports is a sense of community that you can be a part of and how easy it is to make friends.
We started off playing soccer. We found a bunch of guys who played together in our dorm, and we all decided, as of common interest, we should start a team. And 3 years later, we're still going strong, and the amount of time that's passed has led us to build a little more camaraderie. Even me being injured, that doesn't stop me from coming out, especially for a championship like today, and dressing to the nines and just really showing my support in whatever way I can. I think people should play intramural sports because even if it's not a competitive, you can play recreational, you can play co-ed, you can have all sorts of people, and ultimately the main thing is that you get a sense of community, and it brings people together more so. It's less about winning or losing for most of the time, but it's more about just building friendships and having these moments that you can bond over, win or loss.
You can find out more information about where and when these sports leagues take place on campus at www.imleagues.com. Simply log in with your Loyola credentials and you can register for any sport or tournament. And speaking of sports, our varsity teams have been hot recently. Sophomore Grace Hui finished as a runner-up in the 2026 Atlantic 10 Women's Golf Championship. She finished the tournament with a score of 10 over par. Some big news for the Ramblers softball team as they claimed the regular season A10 championship. This is a huge accomplishment for the team as this is their first time winning the conference since joining the Atlantic 10 in 2022. They will be the #1 seed throughout the Atlantic 10 championship, which will start next Tuesday, May 5th in St. Louis, Missouri. From Rambler Roundup, I'm Birchard Allen.
Thanks, Birchard. Loyola's women's softball made history after defeating George Mason 10-6, earning their first Atlantic 10 regular season championship ever.
The Ramblers went 25-20 on the season with a 17-4 conference record, earning the 1 seed in the A10 championship tournament.
Congratulations to the graduating seniors. Loyola will close out the regular season this Saturday and Sunday at home against Fordham before heading to St. Louis for the conference tournament.
Best of luck to the Ramblers as they look to bring home the A10 championship.
As the semester ends, thank you so much for tuning in.
To stay up to date with us, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Rambler Roundup.
I'm Arianna Spruille.
And I'm Chris Gloff. For all of us here at Rambler Roundup, we'll see you next semester.